What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Preach Divine back with yet another video. So, what I'm going to discuss tonight, you can apply this to everything in life. Okay? But I'm going to speak more in depth about it when it comes to relationships. And that's holding yourself accountable and responsible for your actions with selecting your dating mates. Right? Now, we all have been there. We all have been there. We all have been there where in the initial dating vetting process, we saw some red flags. But then we allow something about that person that we enjoyed and we liked. We allowed that to cloud our judgment and give them a shot. Right? But majority of the time, that shit backfires. Okay? Now, when you see red flags, you should never, never entertain the idea of investing time in that person. It's just too many people out here, right? Now, what are some of these signs? All right? How you meet someone is very important. Very important. Okay? Meeting someone when they're cheating on their spouse with you. Karma's a bitch, and I've been there. I've been there. Don't believe in cheating. Cheaters don't believe in cheating, but I've been there where I was involved in a situation, and I went through hell. Okay, I went through hell. I was in prison, right? I was in prison for something that I got involved in with this woman, right? And I was sitting there. I wasn't even mad that I was in prison. I wasn't mad at everything that I was going through. I was like, yo, this is the first time in my life I believe in karma. Because this woman put me through hell and back, okay? Fucking hell and back. She was by far the worst woman I've ever dated in my life, all right? But look at how I met her, okay? I met her through social media. Social media, that's another conversation for later on. That shit caused a lot of problems, right? But I met her on social media. I only DM'd her because there was no pictures. There was no pictures of a guy on her social media. So I DM'd her, all right? We chopped it up, right? Shit went well in the beginning, all right? But from day one, the very first date, this girl was disrespectful as fuck, right? Very first date. Throughout our relationship, right, she was one of the women that, I talked about the previous video of a woman that needed validation. She needed that shit. She needed it, right? Our very first date, right, we're making out, and she's looking into other guys' faces, right? Looking into other guys' faces, right? Can't make this shit up. And then I turned around one time, right? And this guy was like, bro, it ain't me, bro. It ain't me. Like, he saw what she was doing, right? And there's many other red flags that transpired with this woman throughout the beginning of us dating, right? But I kind of felt guilty for playing a part in her marriage failing. So I kind of gave it a little bit more time than I should have, because I felt guilty for the part I played in that, right? But I should have never felt guilty. I should have never entertained it, right? She got caught cheating. I should have never wifed her, right? Because like I said, thinking, and it's something that we all fuck up at, I don't do it anymore, thinking that someone won't do the same shit to you is the most naive shit that you can think, right? But back to what I was saying was how you meet someone is very important, man. Lately, I've been feeling, it's not even my fault, man. I've been feeling a little bad lately, right? Because I have dated previously, recently, 3 girls that I kind of met through homies, right? They was dating homies, right? And then when that shit immediately ends, they hit me up and then I start fucking with them, all right? But like I was saying, right? How you meet someone is very important. And some of these women I entertaining how they're dating them, right? And a lot of shit came with that. I'm an honest person, so I told the guys about the situation. They was cool with it. They didn't love them, you feel me? But it was a bad look on the females. It's a bad look, and who am I to entertain that? right? So the video was about holding yourself accountable for your relationships failing, right? You taking on projects you should never take on. It just isn't smart. You have to think about self. You have to protect your heart, right? And a lot of people, put themselves in situations that is just deleterious to your life, right? There's nothing wrong with, caring about self more than you care about others and making decisions best for self. A lot of people think, you're judging them when you choose not to entertain them because of the things you know. No, I don't judge you. I don't treat you different. I don't look at you different, but it's just not for me, right? We have to do better with that, okay? I can go in depth, man. It's, like I said, these videos, I can go deep with some of the things that I've been through, man. But literally, I always saw the red flags. Now, I can pride myself in stating that I'm better than 95% of people, okay? I get out early. Some people think it's not good that I end shit as fast as I do. But the reason why I get out is because I see the red flags, right? And if you see them in the beginning, you better multiply whatever you see times 10. It's going to get worse, right? So when I see it, I'm out. Right? Because my peace is everything. My peace is everything. If you know anything about Divine Master, my peace is everything. And if you try to mess that up, you got to go. Right? So you got to hold yourself accountable for the mates that you're giving your time to. Right? So many people want to blame their ex. Don't blame them. Shit, most of them was transparent from the beginning. You chose to accept that shit. And now you're mad because now it backfired. Right? Another red flag for me too is when I meet people, right? And all they want to talk about is what the ex did to them. Right? Right? And I'm like, I'm sure you did some shit too. Right? But when people want to paint this picture like they were just perfect. Right? They were just perfect. Right? But got this long list of shit that they went through with their ex. It's bullshit. It's cap every single time. It's cap every single time. That's a huge red flag. Because that's the same type of person that won't hold themselves accountable when it comes to y'all shit. Right? Those people that literally relate a story or they relay whatever y'all going through to someone, but they leave out the important shit because they want people to agree with them. Oh, they the worst type too. Right? But if a person only talks about the ex of all the things that they did, there's a 99% chance that that's a horrible person. Right? Because they're leaving out all of the shit that they did. I don't care about your ex. I'm dating you. What are the things you did and what do you need to work on? Okay? But people like that, right? Those are the type of people that when the relationship is over with, the story they're going to tell about why y'all broke up is going to be completely wrong. Because they're going to only tell a story that makes them look right. But a smart person is going to say, but why didn't you break up with them? Didn't they break up with you? You got to ask the important questions, right? See, women don't like that shit about me. I'm a smart motherfucker, right? So I can read in between the lines and I ask the right questions. And the right questions are always telling themselves. Always. Right? So when it comes to dating, man, hold yourself accountable for your selections. Right? Nothing wrong with chilling and having fun with someone just to have fun. But when it comes to something long-term, something exclusive, you should be considering everything. Everything. And if anything may be detrimental to the success and the outcome of the time you're investing in that person, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's too many people out here. There's way too many people out here to do that. Right? So like I said, be very diligent in vetting your next mate. Right? Everybody got problems. Last thing I'm going to say. Everything got problems, right? But you have to vet the person, do your due diligence, and make sure that whatever isn't perfect about them, whatever flaws they had, is something that you know you can deal with long term. Because no one's perfect. But make sure that whatever it is, it will not be deleterious to the success of you guys' relationship. Okay? You guys have a great day. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Be back with more.